What is the deal, beautiful people? It's your boy Ramon, Lifestyles Defined. So let's talk about the Nintendo Switch yet again, specifically the 1-2 Switch event. We were lucky enough to get an invite. Shout out to those behind the scenes. And Nintendo fed us up, liquored us up, and they sat us down and walked us through 1-2 Switch. So 1-2 Switch is pretty much what is, I guess, what used to be like Wii Sports, but it's a bunch of new and innovative games, 20 to be precise, that sort of take advantage of the hardware that you get on the Switch and those Joy-Con controllers. So it was kind of cool to really get some focused time with those games to see what that's about, because at the first reveal event, I didn't see much about that. There was a few games from the 1-2 Switch, but here we really get to see what could potentially make or break the Nintendo Switch, the way that Wii Sports made or broke the Wii U. Now, one thing I will say that I found really interesting, there's a good bit of these games in the 1-2 Switch, I guess, library or catalog that involve you looking directly into the eye of the person. And I think one of the things that was dope about the event was they had two of the main designers or developers of the Switch there, and they did in fact say, you know, we had a good focus on using the Nintendo Switch as not so much a gaming console but a tool for entertainment, which I think was a mouthful and a very heavy statement. And you really get the sense, and you get the sense and feel of what that is when you pay attention to 1-2 Switch. A lot of the games really had not much to do with what was going on the screen. In fact, you could really play them by just looking at each other in the eye, and that was interesting. And I think that's something that could potentially be a very big niche that Nintendo have discovered here, and we're gonna see where that takes them. But you know, we weren't lucky enough to be at the first event, but for me it was dope to get the opportunity to get some hands-on time with the Switch itself. And one of the things I can say is I was shocked at how small it is, and it was to me, the more I was in the space and around the Switch and playing with it, the more I started to realize that I'm probably never going to attach this thing to my TV. And you know, I think it plays more to Nintendo's point that this thing is not really a traditional console. It can be if that's what you want it to be, but this thing's gonna stay in my book bag. It's gonna be on me in the plane. It's gonna be with me in the hotels when I travel. This thing's dope, man. And I'm a lot more excited now than I was when we first went, or when it was first announced. And I think they're onto something here, but my reserves still remain the same. You know, there are some very fundamental things that are missing here, and that's a lot of the default games that we all play. For instance, I mentioned to Snow we were at the Nintendo store, and the Nintendo store is one of the dopest consumer stores that I've been in a very long time. They do a really good job at outlaying the history of the company all over the stores. So you're seeing old Game Boys, old NESs, Super NESs, there's cartridges everywhere, there's t-shirts of your favorite Nintendo characters, there's Pokemon shit all over the place. It's just super dope, and it makes you just want to be a part of the brand. And the thing that always sucked about Nintendo for me is that they never really had the default that I needed. Like, Mario Kart's not my cup of tea. Mario I can deal with, but it's still not my cup of tea. But I will buy into your console if you just had Battlefield. You get what I mean? I don't need you to have Halo. I don't need you to have a Gears of War or The Last of Us. I just need you to have Battlefield. I just need you to have like Madden. You know what I mean? Like, have a Street Fighter or something. Like, give me something, the default. And I feel like Nintendo has not delivered on that for quite some time, since a GameCube, actually, if you have a critical eye. But nonetheless, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. I feel like traveling with this thing will probably bring me closer to Nintendo's world than anything has, because it's going to be literally my only option on the road. Sure, I have a 3DS and I have a PSP, but these are mobile games, and they're oftentimes compromised experiences for the hardware that they're on. And from what I seen today, man, I fell in love with the Switch. There's no compromise. Maybe I'll actually like Zelda. You know, maybe I won't call Link Zelda anymore. I'll just really understand that his name is Link. But listen, Snow was also with me. Team Lifestyles was in the building, LD Familia, and he is going to have a few videos in much more detail. As you know, Snow, he has a super critical eye for gaming. He is the gaming prophet. And don't forget to head over to Ignorant Gamers to check out his assessment of the situation and his feel on the Nintendo Switch. And we already have a few videos over there on that. Links in the description below. Don't forget to check out our other channels, our photography channel, our kicks channel, accessories channel. Links all below. And if you like this video, hit the like button. If you want more like this, please hit the subscribe button. My name is Ramon. I'm out of here. Peace. If I had to describe Lifestyles Defined, I would say it is a dream come true to have a platform where we can talk about the things that we love, and we can share with people who also love the things we love the way we love, and just have conversations that matter and go back and forth and grow as a community. It's been a pleasure. It's been a dream, and I just want to thank everyone that's involved for rocking out with us.